Live. Mics are live. Manuel's live. Ultra Podcast Z is live. We're all live.
Manny's boomer.
Yeah, I mean,
Manny's a boomer.
That was a given before we went live. It's actually a very funny point when I'm a boomer coming tonight. I mean, coming in a bit. Ultra Podcast Z, the best Planet podcast. I'm trying to do all P's there. That ever potted the potted cast. that was a fail.
Manny, just go pee in the closet. Okay?
Yeah, just go
pee in the pool.
Pee in the pool. Anyway,
I believe the perfect Pokemon podcast. There we go.
Oh, the perfect Pokemon. I like how I had a. I mean, that was a more easy way to do it. But yeah, it's Ultra Podcast Z episode 127, the Pokemon special, which I guess we've given away. Well, it was in the description anyway. As always, I'm Manuel, leader of AJ Connections, and as always, is Nyaru, the on the path to partner, Nyaru.
Hello everyone, welcome. I just got off the streaming mode, so you're gonna get streaming mode with Nyaru today. So hello everyone, my name is Nyaru. I'm the favorite out-of-turn VTuber. It's nice to meet you. And yes, I like I said, I just got off of streaming, so I'm in streaming mode. But I'm ready to talk about Pokemon because I've been playing Pokemon since I was literal baby. So yeah, let's get the party started. Yay!
And joining us tonight is Jasmine.
Of course. I'm so excited to talk about all my early Pokemon competitive days in which I played Pokemon against 10-year-olds. It's my legacy. Oh gosh, so many cards, so much money spent. But yes.
And also joining us tonight, I think, might be here for the first on a UPZ, right, Q? Yeah, it's Q.
Oh, sorry. Like, Twitch just started for me, so I'm just like, what is this extra noise? I was so scared. I'm just like, wait, what is Manny saying? Mics are live.
The ever-casted pod. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, go on. Q, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Q. I am a super Pokemon freak nerd.
We love it.
I know. It's my life.
I just realized my monitor's the base to my monitor is broken. Now I'm just like, yeah, it's cracked, and it's like I'm like, why is it sinking to the right? And I notice it's cracked and it's like sinking in. Oops, I need to fix that when we're done. But anyways, yeah, we have a lot of shit tonight. Tonight we're gonna, besides some update stuff because we didn't miss last week, so we're gonna have we'll take an extra minute when we eventually get to the updates, and then it's all Pokemon all the time. There's a crap ton of new Pokemon games to talk about. There's a crap ton of old Pokemon games to talk about. There's a crap ton of Pokemon and Pokemon memories to talk about. So we're just going to cover all that in a minute. But let's update. Nyaru, what's new with you? I know you're on the path to partner. And you were also on FAP last week of the FA podcast. So yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah, I was on FAP last week with Yoda. We talked about Gachibuchi. I hope y'all enjoyed that for those that tuned in.
That was great.
This past Saturday, I did a charity stream where I raised a total of $2,600 for American Heart Association, and I revealed my new outfit for my model. So that was pretty based. Then Sunday and Monday I took the day off, and then today I streamed. I'm starting my path to partner. Very happy with it so far. I kept like an 80+ average today. Was kind of scared at the beginning, but I think it's gonna be smooth sailing from here. So I'm very excited.
That's good. I mentioned before, like every so often, like I guess on a podcast. To be honest, I keep bringing it up, but I haven't done it like in 4 months now. So back in the day when I was cooler, I used to guest on a podcast for a while during the 2020s, and it's a whole different feel when you have like 80+, 100+ people in a chat. It's like, oh, the chat's almost useless. Like, you know, because it's going by so fast, and I'm like, my boomer eyes can barely keep up. So, Nyaru's going to the big times. What am I gonna, you know?
Unlike you, Manny.
Yeah, what about you? When are you catching up?
Damn, we have fun when we slum it here in Ada J Playsville. This is the think of a nice way to put it. This is the Stockton to your San Francisco. It only works if you know Bay Area. But yeah.
You need to use your VTuber that Callie made.
Oh yeah, Kelly made me a VTuber. Well, she made a VTuber out of me.
Wait, she did?
Yes. She made a VTuber out of me. Like it's just a reference photo-y drawn, like there's parts that are drawn, and it's rigged. So it's like I can so I can VTube me.
Wait, can you bust it out now?
No, because I don't have a rig set up. But yeah, I can. Actually, what's in the zip file? Is there like a photo I can just show how disgusting it probably looks when it's all in pieces?
You can probably open Photoshop with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start I'm gonna start opening it.
Hold on, did she send you? What did she send? Like what kind of?
I'm opening it right now. Yeah, I'm opening it right now because she had it zipped. It's oh, this is a lot of shit. It's JSON file.
No, it's already rigged.
What program is JSON?
It's already rigged. Yeah, JSON file means already rigged.
Oh shit! So it's already. Well,
all you need to do is just get a face program. Like
hold on. You guys want to see something creepy? I did pull up which I guess is the PNG for like the pieces. Hold on. Let me. Oh, you just see it? Did you just see it right now? Hold on. Did you just see it right now? Hold on.
No, I have to actually download the zip.
Yeah, I downloaded it.
I keep forgetting.
When it happened. It's gonna be a while till you guys see it on the stream, but hold on. I mean, you guys, as in like the people, you guys. But yeah. Oh wait, it's PNG, so it got no background here. I'll put it in Q's box. Look, there it goes. That's Manuel's face in the Bacardi. Actually, no, I'll put it over here because I have black in my corner. There's a Bacardi.
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
She also like modeled a Bacardi bottle that I'm drinking constantly, basically. Well, not constantly. It's a thing she turns on where I'm just like.
I'm waiting for it to
pop up. The Bacardi bottle has physics too, which is like we were all joking with, like, you did not need to give the alcohol the physics. You know, like it moves, like the liquid inside.
It needed the physics. It needed it.
Yeah, because she could have just easily put the bottle doing this, but no, the liquid is like, you know, like water physics. But yeah, it's really creepy. It's so. Callie has actually made 2 VTuber models on DTL. The first one she did was Timertron, which is sort of our mascot, and then me. But I look so weird here because I guess the eyes and everything else is just drawn on top of it, because I'm just like this like smooth baby face, and it's just really creepy. It'll come. Wait.
You got smooth brain, Manny.
JSON is JavaScript object. Is that JSON? But yeah.
Yeah, that's the file that you use whenever it's rigged. So it's rigged.
But what program do you use to actually?
I use VTube Studio. You can use PRPR Live or FaceRig. I wouldn't recommend FaceRig though. FaceRig's pretty whack. I recommend VTube Studio.
It's funny. Do you know what PRPR stands for?
No.
It's actually
you brought up the fucking non-layered thing. That looks creepy. I can't even tell what the fuck it is.
It's the blob. It's just the blob. And I put it really big in my corner.
Blob.
But look at this. It's just like
popped up for me.
It's just like I can't even do it. It's like I'm trying to close my eyes and do it. It's like my eyes are closed and it's like all stretched, so like nothing. I have no features. So yeah. It's great. I love it. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'll put it over my face. You don't have to see me. You just see the blob. It's actually kind of creepy because I didn't do it on purpose, but like I somehow like you'll see this way later. Somehow I made it the right size to cover my face, but I did it on accident. So I'm just like,
oh my god,
just leave it there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get rid of this. Anyways, what's new with you, Jasmine? It's been like a month.
I have midterms, so I didn't do anything super productive. I mean, I started this Rapunzel dress. It's like one of the color changing ones.
Oh!
But it's to one side and it's blue. And the other side, you can see it's like pink. Yeah. So I started working on that. I got a piping and extra stuff in it. But I'm very proud of myself. I like hand stitched all of the basting layers. Like I feel very professional now.
Oh my! That takes forever.
Yeah. But yeah, I've now been in the mood to hand stitch a lot of stuff. So I'm like documentaries and hand stitching. So okay.
Oh shit.
I mean, if you got the time.
Yeah, if you got the time, we can go for it.
And before we get back into Pokemon, Kyuu, what's new with you? You dressed up for the first time in a year, like you said at the beginning.
Yeah, so I literally dressed up for the first time of the year. Nothing's new. It's just Pokemon, and I tried to do more of a Sylveon theme, but like most of my dresses don't fit properly.
Oh,
Because I got fat.
Me too, though.
I mean,
So I got like this baby doll one, so then I don't have to worry about being uncomfortable and squeezing in everything.
By the way, I never finished my thought real fast. PR. It's it might be used elsewhere, but it definitely is because it's based on a Japanese word, obviously. But I've never seen it used like in Japanese circles. I only see it used in Chinese circles. PR. It's short for like pedal, which is like the licking thing.
Oh, pedal.
So
Okay.
when you put that in a chat, like if you're on Bilibili or some other like Chinese live streaming, it means you want to lick them. It's like lick. Yeah, it's like it's kind of lewd. Yeah, it's kind of exactly. It's a little lewd, but yeah, it's the thing you put like it's pretty hot, like pedal, you know, PR. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't know there was a program that has like PR, you know. Anyways, that's hilarious. Anyways, it makes sense. Doesn't everyone want to lick a VTuber sometime? I mean, that's like, isn't that the dream of a VTuber fan? I almost used the no word, but isn't that you know the no word, the word that Twitch doesn't like you saying anymore? But anyways, the other fan.
How is that a dream for people to lick a VTuber? What the?
I mean, we got lickable features sometimes. I mean, you gotta talk to them. I'm not the one that comes up with the shit.
Well, technically, I didn't mean like that. I literally meant lick a 3D model. I'm laughing so much I snorted right there. I meant literally lick a 3D model, not like lick like a representation. I don't know. This is getting weird. I didn't know how to explain it. Pokemon.
Too weird, Manny. Stop.
Pokemon.
So
yeah,
This is a children-friendly stream.
So Pokemon.
In our childhood.
It's actually hilarious because I saw this. I saw like you know one of those college humor videos. They always have like if Pokemon entries were real or whatever. One of them wasn't quite that. I forgot what it was, but it's like there was a licky tongue and. Don't worry, it doesn't get sexual. But it was a licky tongue, and the licky tongue's like, licky tongue leveled up. It's like you're gonna learn slam. Do you want to forget a move? And it's like, yes, forget lick. And the licky tongue's like, really? You want me to forget lick? And he's like, I guess you're the boss. But then he can never lick anything ever again. And even though he has this huge tongue, it's like, he's like trying to, like he has ice cream. He's like, But yeah, anyways, there you go. I brought it back to Pokemon somehow. Thank God there's a Pokemon called Licky Tongue. Anyways, new Pokemon games. Let's just get into it. There's new Pokemon games happening. The first one, the first. Okay, did you guys see the Pokemon Direct?
Yes. I didn't wake up in time for it, but I saw the extras.
Yeah, I was saying you could easily watch all the trailers and everything else later on. But what do you guys feel about the Gen 4 maybe? Yeah, I'm like, I had to count my gens. Gen 4! What do you think about the Gen 4?
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I have to say this right off the fucking bat about the Gen 4 remake, because this is on everyone's mind, and I don't understand it. What is wrong with the graphics? Nothing. Period. That's it. The end.
Yeah, I didn't understand the chibi meme at all. I was like, they were like that.
It's because they're
originally.
Well, like the sprites are like short.
Yeah, if you think about it, the originals were chibi versions, just pixelated.
Yeah, except now they're 3D model.
Yeah.
At first, I was like a little bit confused, but then when they said that they wanted to keep like the aesthetic, then I was like, okay, I get where you're going. Okay, this is fine. And plus, it wasn't even Game Freak that developed the remake.
Yeah,
that's weird. Yeah, it's some outside company, which I don't think they've done for any mainline games.
But
But
no.
Yeah, but what's his face? Oh, I can't think of his name. Who originally worked on Platinum is still working on it too.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why he wanted to keep like everything the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny because I've never played. I've never played the DS Pokemon games, so I'm not gonna lie. I was in that age group where like that was my I don't play video games anymore kind of phase ish. In my life, so I didn't play like the Diamond and Pearl. I didn't play Black White or Black White 2. I started kind of playing again when XY came out and then the Gen 3 remix came out. But there, yes. Oh, well,
Shame on you.
I started playing Black again recently. I mean, I started playing Black for the first time about 2-3 years ago, and then I kind of just stopped. But I was gonna say, even up until like the Gen 3 remakes and which was Alpha Sapphire or something like that. I forget what they're called, the Ruby and Sapphire ones. But even there, they were still using the chibi models. Like they were a little better.
Well, it was on the 3DS, so I mean
they were a little.
It's not the Switch.
They were a little better, but still, I was like, I don't see the big fuss about the 3D models either. I did see I did see a really funny meme comparing it to the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening remake.
That game is cute.
Yeah, no, that's a little cuter because that's a whole different like kind of like Link's.
Well, they look like toys.
Yeah, like a little toy. It was like a little like fucking diorama toy.
That was the aesthetic they were going for.
But
like with the Legend of Zelda one.
I'm excited to play them because I've never played these games at all. I never even tried to after the fact. So everything I see will be brand new. All I know, this is the one that has Dawn, I guess. Even though I have seen her in the anime, which is like, oh.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Trust me. I feel like you'll like the game.
Who are the starters in this one?
You might not finish it, but you'll like it.
Wait, in which one?
In Diamond and Pearl.
It's Piplup, Chinchar, and Turtwig.
Oh, so this is the one they're from. Okay.
The penguin.
Yeah.
Because Piplup is Pajama.
It's funny because I was thinking, I'm like, that's usually how I know it. I've never played, I love Chimchar. I love Chimchar like all fuck because he's like fucking like a Sun Wukong looking fire monkey. But I didn't know which game he was actually from. So yeah, Chimchar.
The one that you didn't play.
Exactly. It's funny because in the notes, I have it listed about. Oh, by the way, because Jasmine mentioned the person who worked on Platinum, and Platinum was the the remix third game that came out after the fact. I have it listed here in the notes. I thought it was Emerald. Yes.
And then I called you out on it, Manny.
I'm sorry.
I made you
Diamond, Pearl, Emerald.
Wow. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Get it right.
At least just think of the Pokemon on the box art. Like they match the colors.
Right?
For the record, I've never played Emerald either. I've played Ruby and Sapphire. I think Emerald is the more accurate literal stop of me playing Pokemon for like obviously about 10 years was the actual stop, because when Emerald came out I didn't get it. Which was still in the Game Boy Advance. So from then on it was just like, oh, I'm just not gonna play Pokemon for like for a while. Not 10 years, not that long, but for a while.
Yeah, I actually ended up playing most of all of the thirds. Like, I ended up playing Emerald first, then Platinum, like, before all of them. I mean, minus Black and White, because they stopped doing, like, a lot of thirds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but...
X and Y never got anything! I'm still upset by that.
No, yeah. We were all expecting, like, Z, but it never happened.
Yeah, Z never happened. I was expecting it hardcore.
Yeah, because, like...
I know,
I was so hyped. Especially since I love that season of the anime. I wish there was that cozy. Hey, I got.
It's funny. My only big gripe, and because Pokemon fans are gonna be Pokemon fans. The graphics are the new not complete Pokedex. Like the whole thing they have with Sword and Shield. But my minor gripe, and I will give it this. I'm still gonna buy the game. But my minor gripe is that part of me feels that the game shouldn't be a full price game if they're just, it should be a $50 game or a $40 game, not a $60 game. But it's probably gonna be a $60 game, and I'm still gonna buy it.
Switch.
The Switch tax? No,
making them on those carts are more expensive.
Well, Switch does release games that cost like $50. They have in the past. I think when mainly with the Wii U ports, but still, like this feels like it's not the same. This isn't Breath of the Wild, which is actually funny because that's the other kind of new Pokemon game. But so I don't know. That's my one minor gripe. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna like die on that hill because they could price it at like $60, and I'm still gonna go out and buy it. So I'm not really complaining. It's just more like I feel it shouldn't be a full price game.
Yeah, I mean, it may, and like Nintendo games like never lose value, really. Well, Pokemon games never really lose value. So like, if it does, like that's the low. It'll like lose maybe $5. I think the one Pokemon game that still has the most value is the original Heart Gold Soul Silver with the freaking Pokewalker.
Oh.
Dude, do you know how many Pokewalkers I have? Because like,
wait, how many Pokewalkers do you have?
6! I actually have an answer to that right away because I only have one of each of the games. Because there was a point, I don't remember what happened, but well, first of all, I bought it, Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I got them really cheap too, like at Kmart because I had like a coupon back in the day at Kmart. But anyways, and I played one,
ancient.
And I guess technically that breaks what I just said because I think those came out circa Black and White. But anyways, these were different, and mind you, I never actually beat whichever one was mine. I had a girlfriend at the time, and she wanted to play them together, so I bought us both one, and she lost her Pokewalker immediately. So back then, you could still buy them separately. So I bought her a new one, and then I lost mine. Oh no, she washed mine. So I bought mine, but then so I bought another one. Then it turned out the one that got washed just started working again, and then we found the one that she lost in like my bag or something like that. And then, but by this point, I had learned that if you set like I forgot what had happened, but somehow it's kind of complicated, but through like the magic of Amazon and me trying to return the ones that I'd gotten on accident, they sent me 2 more.
What?
Yes.
What the
and they gave me my money back. So like I ended up with like 4 that I got for free, and then the 2 that the games came with.
Literally,
and I still
I only had one, and I accidentally washed it.
No, it's funny you say that because
I had one.
I used to have
got my Soul Silver used, so it didn't come with one. So I ended up getting one from another kid at school who had more than one. And it was just to borrow, but like back then, like
you stole it.
Other stuff back. So he ended up
borrowing his head now.
Exactly. No, we've all been that kid. We've all been that kid. No, but I did like that game a lot, and I remember like wherever the fuck I was working at the time. I remember like I used to go into the bathroom and just take like fake breaks. I mean to say, not to go to the bathroom and just like do this to it to like get it to walk, and then to like get it to.
It was like the Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go, where people were running around like their house, just like maniacs trying to level up their Pokemon.
Like I'm not sure if any of you, well maybe Q is one of it.
I was just sitting in my bed just doing this.
Well, because Q's been going to cons since she was like 10, but like I don't know if you guys ever remember how cons were when these games were out, because people would have them like strapped to themselves all the time, and like it was crazy. It was like a whole different world.
During then, wait, what year was that?
It was like I want to say like 2010, 2009, maybe.
Yeah, I had a bit sooner. Yeah, 2010.
Yeah, something around there, like definitely, like someone looked that up. When the fuck did Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver come out? But yeah, and I remember you would also see like
2009.
Yeah, it was probably 2009 Anime Expo, but I'm remembering all this from the top of my head. And I remember like there'd be people at like Artist Alley booths or whatever, especially Artist Alley booths, and people would be like, "Oh, you have a Pokewalker?" Like the Artist Alley people would stop like cosplays and shit like that, and they'd be like, "Let's have our Pokemon play," because you get like items or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Have them interact. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I remember that.
I want to fucking play that.
That was like That was like the first year that I was like really, really, really getting into conventions. But then again, we only had like 2 and then 1, so.
At the Pokemon like play tournaments where you like go play cards, video game stuff, like of course all the kids had those, and so they'd be like sitting in the corner like in between matches, like, oh, so what do you got? Like, oh, Pokewalker time. Good times.
I remember like
this time.
Yeah, I was actually kind of upset that the Pokemon would level up in the ball. So I had like, you know, the way you have an HM slave, I had like a Pokewalker slave, and it was the Pichu that I would just lived in the Pokewalker. You know, he just lived in there, never evolved. Was like level like 80 or something like that. You know, by the time I finally stopped playing the game. But yeah, I never actually beat it. I remember like I got pretty far, and I have it in my notes. I'm probably killing my notes from way later on. But until kind of recently, I had never really beaten a Pokemon game. I beat like up to Gen 3 because I was a lot younger back then. But usually I would play them for a long ass time. Like not even like play them for 20 hours. No, I play them for like still like 60, 80, 100 hours. But I never beat them. There'd be a point like my badge 6 or 7 of all the games. I'm like, I'm done in progressing the storyline. I'm gonna just catch everything I can, and then I'm gonna just stop, you know, forever.
Why?
I don't know why.
I can't do that. I don't know. I have the desire to complete. I mean, like my first Pokemon game, I'm pretty certain I have at least 300 hours in Platinum, like minimum.
Oh
like
my God.
I just played that game. I mean, like, because for the longest, it was the only game I really had until like Black and White came out, and I was just like, I don't know, man. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
No, for a while there, it used to be like my thing to like. When was it? It might have been when I had Hard Gold and Soul Silver. Because I used to like go like buy a used copy of a Pokemon game from even Hard Gold and Soul Silver, stuff like that, from like GameStop, because you could return used games with like just a receipt or whatever. I would buy the game, a used one, specifically used, so I could like get the Pokemon off of it, to trade them. Yeah. But I remember specifically coming across, I want to say it was a Platinum, actually, now that I think about it. And the person had put like 600 hours into it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
It just blew my mind. Somebody's spending that much time. I mean, I spent like 800 on Animal Crossing.
Honestly, I've always loved doing that. Buying secondhand Pokemon games with like the save files still intact.
Yeah.
And just looking at like the history that they have, you know?
Yeah,
I think it's so interesting.
Stuff that they like have for their Pokemon, like oh my god.
Or the way they
to another person's life, essentially.
Yeah.
The way they would organize their PC boxes and shit like that. It's like, whoa.
And then like Diamond and Pearl and all that, we had like the skins on the Pokeballs. Oh my god.
So yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like you're reminding me with like old games, because like on, I forget which copies of my game, but I have my ex-friend's Pokemon that she traded to me so that she could trade over when she resetted, but then she never asked for them back, so I have all of them, and they're like one's from different countries, one with Pokerus, shiny.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my Pokédex. I remember when I first saw a Pokemon that had Pokevirus on it, and I freaked out. I thought my game was broken.
Yes!
Right?
Oh my god.
It's like, what is this? Does this have a disease? And it's like, no, your Pokemon's better now because of it.
I'm not gonna lie. No. I didn't reset my game. I released the Pokemon that had it. Because then I remember.
My god.
Oh my god, it's spreading. I'm like, I'm sorry, Pikachu that I've had since the start of the game. You have to go. It's like, set it free.
Imagine actually releasing your sick Pokemon so
I know.
You don't want to deal with that.
Well,
you know how like cruel that sounds?
I like put it in the last like box 22.
That reminds me of Charmander.
Yes.
In the anime.
No, because I think that she does tell you.
Eddie, you're that trainer that abandoned the Charmander.
Oh, the
About to die.
Yeah, you probably are that trainer.
But when you think about it, Charmander probably did have Pokerus because he evolved and grew super, super quickly and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah.
Headcanon.
It's funny because
probably actually.
It's funny because I think she does tell you that it's a good thing, but the way that the Poke Center person. I know it's not Nurse Joy, that's the anime.
Joy.
But like the way Nurse Joy tells you your Pokemon has it, I was like, what? My Pokemon has a disease?
It's like how she's always like, come back again soon.
Yeah, I'm like, no, my Pokemon's dying.
My Pokemon's dying.
It's like, stop spreading it to the others. But yeah,
I literally made it so then it would spread to the others, and I'm like, yes, my master race of Pokemon.
Well, yeah. Now I know. I didn't know that for a long time. I think I was still like quarantining them, like even in the Sun and Moon days, until like Tipu had to tell me. He's like, that's a good thing, and I'm like, oh really?
I'm so crying.
Yes, like, cause I never looked it up. I never look up any of this shit because I just wanted to just play. So I was just like, I just thought that they were dying. I'm like, no, they're rotting from the inside. Like, no, Pokemon, please don't do this. I don't know. But anyways, there's other new games. Pokemon Legends Arceus is the open world Pokemon game.
So cool. It's Pokemon Breath of the Wild.
I know, Pokemon Breath of the Wild. It's funny, actually, because that's like where like the meme kind of comes from. Because this is Pokemon Breath of the Wild, and they compare it to Breath of the Wild. But then they show the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, after Shiny Diamond, whatever the heck the Pearl one's called, Brilliant Pearl, I think it is. Or they get those backwards.
Shiny Diamond and Brilliant Pearl.
Yeah, and they show that, and they show Link's Awakening. So it's like, the perfect dichotomy of the two the two takes on Zelda games. But I feel like they showed less for this one, but I'm excited. I'm probably more excited for this than I am the remakes.
I mean, I love the remakes, and I feel the same way too, because I'm so obsessed with like the Sinnoh lore that like this is gonna make me very happy.
It's such a lore. Like, it's real good.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me. I don't know if you guys remember this this art graphic. I used to like spread it on Facebook and Twitter sometimes, and even Instagram. It was like a concept of like Pokemon before Pokemon, and had like Professor Oak and another girl character, and you had to like make Pokeballs and like all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the whole Legend of Arceus reminds me of that graphic concept.
Yeah. And even in like the original Gold and Silver games, like they had the apricorn things, which were supposed to be like how they used to make Pokeballs.
Yeah, Kurt made them.
I never understood what that was as a kid.
I'm not sure.
They were finally getting actual lore after so many years.
Yeah,
I know.
Exactly. So then I'm like, oh snap! Like I immediately brought back those thoughts.
Like green, red, blue, and yellow, they didn't really have a whole lot of lore, and then like Gold and Silver, they also didn't quite have a lot of lore. But then, then finally Sinnoh came and
gave us the lore.
The lore.
I know, the lore that we needed, that we never know we wanted.
Yeah.
Wait, which one's Sinnoh?
All the lore used to be like in the movies.
It's your mom.
4th generation.
Oh, that's the one I didn't play. Okay, I'm like, I don't know this Sinnoh. I'm like, what land is Sinnoh?
I don't know her.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Manny, you need help.
God damn it, Sinnoh. Anyways, keep going.
What are we on now?
Well, we're talking about Arceus. I'm just gonna keep going about Arceus. But anyways, no, it's funny because they're talking about the open worldy type thing in the wild areas of Sword and Shield. And fun fact, Sword and Shield, I put in so much time into I put so much time into that game, and then I did not bother with the DLC, and I still feel kind of bad. There's all these Pokemon I missed that were like the limited ones. Everything I've missed, I put like 150.
The same way.
Yeah, I put in so much time. I completed the Pokedex for like the first time in like forever. And then I was catching all the rare Gigantamax ones, like the Snorlax with like the park on his stomach.
Yeah.
I used to call him Pokeparklax. That was what I called him, because it's like Pokeparklax, which is crazy. I mean, bro must be in intense pain. He has a tree growing out of his stomach. It's like, poor guy. It's like those fucking roots are like in his veins. But
Too many berries. What can I say?
You know, like when your parents are like, if you eat too much, you'll like turn into it. Like that's pretty much the visualization of that.
he ate too many berries and he became a tree.
If you watch the anime, there is like this one Snorlax that goes to island to island to island, and he just eats everything. He even was eating like the trees, and they had to stop the Snorlax.
I love the Pokemon anime. Good times.
Yeah, I think it was what season was that? That at least had to be Adventures of Orange Islands, I think.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like some Orange Island stuff that happens.
Orange Island?
Yeah, I think it was the Orange Islands.
Like random guess. Yeah.
What are the Orange Islands?
I've seen all the
Orange
movies,
Islands.
so.
Yeah, Adventures in the Orange Islands.
Even still up?
Huh?
Is the stream even still up?
Yeah, it dropped at one point, and I didn't want to say it out loud because nobody else did. But I'm like, does no one notice that we're not alive right now? That was fixing it behind
I've been
the...
watching the chat. It just has not moved. I only have chat on right now.
No, the
Manuel, why didn't you? Okay, no, it's back.
yeah, now it's back. Now it's back. Okay, now it's
I
back.
literally missed critical conversation. I'm so sorry.
No, the stream the stream was there. It's just that we had lost video for the longest time.
Oh my gosh, man.
Which is technically still as bad, but yes. Anyways.
Stop failing at this one job you have.
Wait, so what is the orange thingy?
Orange Island.
Is that a movie or is that just one of the seasons?
No, it's a complete season.
Yeah.
Really?
It's the second season of Pokemon.
How?
Technically, after Kanto, there's these islands in between.
Where
Like,
did you
Hold
blow
on,
up, Manuel?
Let me get my games off.
I definitely watched what I thought was the second season.
First
Johto.
season is Pokemon Indigo League.
Indigo.
This is the first.
That's Kanto.
Kanto.
Kanto is first.
I'm already gone. Okay.
Then Adventures in the Orange Islands is where there's like gym badges because they like have the Orange League. And
yeah, it's the
you go
only
to the
Pokemon League
yeah.
technically one.
Yeah. The only one.
And it's not even
Poor boy. Oh wait, no. One of the more recent ones he won.
Oh, you're right. He won
correctly. It's the season that I didn't watch because I stopped at Sun and Moon.
It's whatever the Alola one was, because he won on the equivalent to the Alola one, right?
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't give me Orange Islands vibes in the sense that they're not actually like gyms; they're like the trials, and but I do like Alola. It's based on Hawaii, so I see all the like subtle, Hawaiian things they try to do.
I still talk about how magical it was going to the Pokemon Center. The only one I went to was one in Japan, but going to the Pokemon, specifically the one that's in Ikebukuro, and like they greet you. Yeah, but they would greet you with Alola when you go into the stores.
What? Did they do the hand thing?
Yeah, they would do Alola.
Oh my god.
Like Alola, then a lot of Japanese typical shop greetings, but it starts with Alola though. And then I didn't know what else they were saying. I probably should have dug those out because I remember when I went, they gave us free masks, and the person I went with, they gave us each different ones. Like I got like a Mimikyu, and she got like whatever that wolf one's called. I don't know what that wolf Pokemon's name is.
Lycanroc?
Yeah, Lycanroc. So we they also had Pikachu and whatever, but we got the Lycanroc and the Mimikyu, and they gave us each of them, and I kept them both on accident because I had to keep them flat when we were coming back home, and I think I still have them. So
Give me.
I like those.
I'll fight you, Manny.
And they specifically wouldn't give us more than one because we had to like debate which we wanted. But anyways. And Pokemon Snap's still coming out. Pokemon Snap's coming out, I think, next month, right?
Yeah, next month. Yeah, next month.
Yeah. I'm still in that game, but I probably won't buy that one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't know that there was more better Pokemon coming out let me rephrase that. If I didn't know there was more mainline Pokemon coming out soon, probably would have bought it just for the fuck of it, but I'll wait.
I'm covering my name so I don't dox myself.
Oh, did you write your name on it?
There's a sticker that's on top of the sticker.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
It's actually funny because my copy of Pokemon Stadium, well, I have Stadium 2 and I managed to get that like brand new from like Blockbuster, like, Blockbuster has this game store.
Oh, jeez.
And I got it brand new from the game store that Blockbuster had. Like, this was out way after the fact. But my Pokemon Stadium 1, I bought used off like Funko Land or some shit like that. And it has a name on it. I think it's like Steven, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Steven, if you if you wrote your name in like a fucking blue, it might have been black, but it's faded for sure. In like a blue Sharpie, then I have your copy of Pokemon Stadium.
I think my version of Pokemon Stadium, let me cover up where it belongs to. Like my copy of Pokemon Stadium, the bag, it still has the price sticker, and I think this was the what was it called? Blockbuster sticker. There we go. Is that, or it's either that it's a Blockbuster sticker or it's a Video City, and not many people know what Video City is.
I've never heard of a Video City. No,
it was in Alaska.
Heard of a Family Video.
Family Video sounds like a bootleg, like not bootleg, but like another branch of like the Family Dollar, like, you know, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Family Video. Family Donut. Wait, the Family Donut's not even a place. That's Mr. Donut. Family Mart. That's the one I was thinking of. Family Mart. I'm like, what the fuck's the Japanese chain? Family Mart. Famima. It's funny. It's off topic. I promise. We'll come back to Pokemon Snap in a second. Actually, we'll move on after that. We'll come back to older Pokemon games. But Family Mart actually did have some official stores in the U.S., but because I think somebody already owned the Family Mart, like, you know, trademark. So they had to call themselves Famima, which is what they're technically like called anyway. Like, you know, because you shorten it Famima, whatever. Yeah. So, but I'll never forget. They only had like 3 or 4 of them in the U.S. for a while, and now they're gone. But they were all in L.A., and there was one like in downtown LA that I used to go to a lot of times. All the weebs would go there if they were in the know, because it was like, you know, the Japanese convenience store in the US. But the people that worked there would always call it Famima, and I'm like, it has to upset the hell out of me. That's my Family Mart story. Is that the American Family Mart people will call it Famima? It's like, welcome to Famima. I'm like, what does that even mean? But yeah,
it just sounds so weird. Famima.
When I used to work at Party City, the Family Mart US person came to the store one time, the corporate person, and she was buying stuff for like a grand opening, like one of those 4 stores, and she was like, we're trying to open one in Torrance, hopefully we'll do well. And no exaggeration, within about 6 months after that, they all closed down. So rest in peace, Family Mart in the US.
No! Did they have Family Chickies?
They did. They had Family Chickie. That was the first time I'd ever had a Family Chickie, and they called it that too. They called it Family Chickie. But the first time I'd ever had it, they had a lot of their Family Mart branded things. Everything was Family Mart branded too. Like when you got the Family Chickie, they put it in that thing that you would tear off the top of. But I did it. I told the story many times before. I didn't know to tear the top off, so I would just open the whole thing and eat it like a savage. But yeah. And then besides that, they sold other, you know, Japanese snacks, and they did have like, quote unquote, like normal convenience style food, but it had all like, you know, everything else in there. It was great. I missed the place, but convenience stores, the model doesn't really exist, especially in California. Maybe apparently there's like a convenience store culture everywhere else, like in the Midwest and like in Texas and everywhere.
Oh yeah, in the Midwest there's the Quick Trip.
Yes, like, just open them there. I'd rather, even though I wouldn't be able to go, I would still love to see them.
Yeah.
This is the Family Mart podcast, and we're sponsored by Family Mart.
We're sponsored. Just supposed to be about Pokemon. I was just talking about Family Mart.
I mean, I love Family Mart, even though I think I lost my phone there. And this is one of my first trips to Japan where I didn't know any Japanese, so like I didn't know what to say to them. Like I couldn't look it up on my phone how to say it. I'm like lost, dropped. It had like J1 Japanese, and I was like, Denwa missing.
Keitai Denwa. Keitai Denwa.
Keitai Denwa missing.
Hey, Denla is cell phone.
Anyways.
You should have just started using what my friend does when he forgets. He just starts speaking in katakana.
Oh yeah, subtle phone. Missing glue. And it sounds I'll admit it does sound like mildly racist, but it does work. It really does, because it's like
I hate speaking katakana.
Yeah,
just, like the amount of katakana words.
Exactly.
I hate katakana.
Anyway, fun fact. That's why if you ever used to play Pokemon back in the day, the Pokemon card game, I used to think the Japanese cards were bootleg, because first of all, I was a kid and I couldn't tell what Japanese was. Yeah, because the back. First of all, the back looks bootleg. That OG Japanese logo just looked bootleg. Like whoever designed that was not a fucking design major. Like it looked bad. But more so, it was called Pocket Monsters, and that sounds like the Pokemon bootleg. It sounds like it. It's like, come on.
You make a good point. I just love how the original sounds like a bootleg of itself.
It does. It sounds like a bootleg.
I feel like they legitimized it more whenever it was released in the West. Like I feel like if no one knew the timeline of Pokemon releases and like if Japan or the United States came first, I think people would think that the English Pokemon came first, and then it would be the Japanese, because the Japanese it does sound like a bootleg version of itself.
As a child, I didn't even know what Japan was. I had no geography. I thought, like, once I found out what Japan was, I thought it was, like, near the Caribbean.
Near the Caribbean? No
idea where it was.
It's kind of embarrassing. I did have a pretty good grasp on geography, but I was so used to seeing, and I never really had a globe when I was young, but I was so used to seeing the world, like, in the I think they call it the Mercator map, the one that's like, you know, a giant flat oval. I was so confused. I was so used to seeing it like that, and it put the U.S. like not U.S. It put the Americas on the left, so I had no concept that you could go this way to get around.
You still keep going.
Like, to me, when people went to Japan, I'm like, oh my god, you have to go to like the other part of the U.S., then to Europe, then to like maybe the end of Asia, and then Japan. I was like, oh my god, it's so far. It's the other end of the world.
That map is just confusing.
Yeah, I remember being so thrown off by that.
When I was a child, my mom got me this old globe. Like, it was like a off yellow brownish color, and it was like so old. It still had the USSR on there. Like, that was the map I learned about. I was like, oh, where's the US? Like all the old Slavic countries that do not exist anymore. So I was so shook.
Now we're talking about maps. I remember because I went to I had a very similar experience at school. Like, I think the
Pokemon maps.
I don't.
Yeah, the Pokemon memos.
Japan is Kanto, right? It's like, well, it's Tokyo, you know.
Yeah,
Kanto is Kanto.
Yeah. But I remember being so confused with where the map was, because like originally it was set up like Kanto Johto, and then Hoenn, Orange Islands, like somewhere here or sometimes south, and then Sinnoh, and then Unova was supposed to be like super far away, like because they introduced it.
It's supposed to be like New York, yeah.
Is you know it was black and white, right?
Yeah.
You know, so, like when they introduced it, like that was the first time, because normally they just took a boat between the islands, and like that was the first time in the anime they took a plane to get to Unova. So that kind of like threw off my whole perception. I was like, where the heck is everything now? Because now Lola, and like I'm like, fuck. Like,
no, have you ever seen the Pokemon timelines? That's the part that's really confusing. Like when the games take place across each other, because I think Black and White.
Oh yeah.
Like, I might be wrong. This is in the notes. It's all from memory. But I think Black and White take place the same time as like Red and Green, or Red, Blue, and Green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard this game before.
Yeah.
I heard that the Hoenn region games take place at the same time as the original red, blue, green games.
Yeah,
that's the one I heard. Because like
there's a couple I think that line up.
Moves,
yeah.
They're supposed to be. But obviously the gold and silver take place after red and blue because.
And those are like direct. Those are mad direct sequels.
It's about 3 years later. It's about 3 years later from red and blue to gold and silver.
Yeah. It's 3 years.
The world was flat.
There's the whole like Red's been missing, and then the Pokemon manga connection and all that. But like, yeah. And then there's the I recently watched a whole bunch of Pokemon theory stuff, and there was a guy who had made a theory that there's actually the remakes exist in a different universe than the original games.
They're different timelines.
And so they're like
there's
different
timelines. There's the mega timeline.
Yeah, the mega timeline. Yep. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, because
I watch Pokemon theory. I like watch Birdkeeper Toby and all that.
I used to. It's actually funny because I actually did it. I forgot which one I like better now that I try to remember this now. But I remember like there was definitely a huge difference. Speaking of alternate universe games, Sun Moon versus Ultra Sun Moon, because those games were so weirdly different, like almost like bizarre, Marvel multiverse type different. Because like I didn't realize how different they were until I was like, wait, I think it was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. There's not as much get in the bag Nebby. Like that's more of a regular Sun Moon thing. Like I think she only does that like twice in Ultra. But in the original it was like, where's the get in the bag Nebby? Get in the bag Nebby. And then the mom, the mom is different. Spoiler, by the way, that's her mom, the villainy looking one. But the mom was a lot more evil, I believe, in the regular one as opposed to the way she was in that one. And then of course there was those weird interdimensional aliens or whatever the fuck they were. The ones
all of them like going into a different.
Yeah, the wormhole, and that opens up a whole nother world right there. But anyways, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then also, each copy of a game is just another multiverse.
It's funny because I pulled these out. These are my Pokemon DS and 3DS games. I don't have. I actually have empty spaces for the ones I either don't own or that are just in a DS. Because I think Black I do have just in my DS. But this is like all of them, I think, pretty much otherwise. And it's in one of those Club Nintendo cases, by the way. But yeah, so it's a. And I think if I'm not mistaken, see, it's actually hilarious because I do have Pearl and Platinum, but I've never played them. And I bought these after the fact used, so yeah, I just bought them when I came across them.
You need to play them. You need to play them before the remakes come out.
I know. I was kind of like, look, there's my Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but with the Walkers obviously are somewhere else. But yeah, those are my Heart Gold. Yeah, those are the exact same ones actually. I can't remember off the top of my head which one was mine. I want to say it was gold, but those are the same ones from the ex-girlfriend. Thank God she either left it with me or I kept it. I actually
it's yours now.
Yeah, I rated it for Pokemon already. I did it a long time ago. I rated because I'm like, she was at the end. She actually beat like both like Kanto and Johto. So I rated all of her Pokemon already. I was like, oh shit, gotta move those forward. But
jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, now you guys talked about the cards, and I don't have too much notes on that for myself. But did you guys play the card game?
I collected cards.
Yeah. No, thank you. I have that in my notes.
Manuel. It was not a joke.
No.
I had a principal that would actually trade Pokemon cards with the students.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's cute. I traded mine.
I mainly collect.
I
mainly collect them too.
I have this really old Pokemon handbook.
Oh my gosh, I have that.
Yeah, I have this. I bought this like circa when it was new, like literally like when I was a kid, like 25, like fucking over 20 years ago, and.
That was like literally in the Scholastic book thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I got it at a book fair, not like they were selling it at my school library.
That they sold them.
And
yeah, they had them in there for a while. Like
it's even like Scholastic ink. I didn't even notice that. It's like Scholastic ink.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm like, somehow this has like survived every move, and it's in really good condition. I'm like, how did I not like?
Books fucking pop though. Let's
I know.
be real.
Well, look, I love it.
Yeah, I have the same one, but mine has water damage.
You're gonna hate me.
Mine also has water damage.
Yeah, this one has
I was
none.
rating it at 10, and then water got everywhere, and I'm like, no!
You're actually gonna hate me. I threw this one away at one point, like kind of recently, and then I went and fished it out of the trash. Like,
good, you fished it out.
I threw it away like about.
You need to die.
Once again, this was not like. Well, in this particular case, this was not like 2 years ago. This was about like 4 or 5 months ago. I threw it away with a pile of a lot of other books, and I was like, oh, you know what? That book has, like, only because I remembered when I bought it, and I was like, it somehow survived all this time, and somehow still looks great. So I went and fished it out. I did throw away a ton of other shit though, which I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, never throw that away.
But yeah,
never throw that away again.
I was like,
if you do, just mail it to me or somebody. Just if you get the desire.
I just noticed it this second. It came with the poster, and the poster's even still in there. Like, I never took it out.
Wow.
I took the poster out and hung it on my wall.
I've got so many Pokemon posters from the card packs, like the tins. They used to come with like the posters. I got the Arceus poster with all the different. Bro, those posters have gone through so many houses, and my first pack of Pokemon cards, I remember when I got it. I lived in North Carolina, and that night, I put a cup of water on top of the cards, and there's only one card that has survived from that entire stack through all the years, and it's like a Latias card, and the front, like, it was like the hollow of the card, so you could peel the front screen off the card, like, it's still... I've got it in a sleeve right now, but it is like one day it's just gonna turn to dust. So
it's gonna disintegrate.
Freaking like when I was like a small child, when I went to the Boys and Girls Club, freaking when I was there, I'd take my Pokemon cards, and there was like these kids that I'd play with, and like I was so good at flipping my metal Lugia coin.
Oh,
that like
gosh.
So, like, I just knew how to flip the coin and got, like, whatever I needed, and, like, I kept winning them.
Oh my god.
And I kept accumulating more cards, and that's the only time I ever played Pokemon. Like, the TCG.
My mask is getting all messed up.
I love the TCG.
No, it's funny because, like...
I absolutely adore the TCG.
Like, obviously, Jasmine has some experience with it, but I've literally played, I think... 2 games in my entire life, and they were both when I first got the starter set, which I think came with both player sets. So like I had a friend, I'm like, let's play Pokemon, and so we played like 2 games, my first and only 2 games, and we were learning as we played because I'm like let's read the rules as we go, and then
Straight Talk is talking about the golden cards from Burger King.
I
have so many of those.
I actually have those. I actually do own those.
I got McDonald's cards recently.
And I actually own
the McDonald's cards?
I don't have those only because I didn't feel like getting into that. And like
my dogs got my shoe.
Wait, you got them too? Were those the McDonald's cards?
Wow.
Yeah, these are the McDonald's ones that just ended yesterday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they also now just started putting them
I only got number 2 though. Huh?
They're putting them in the cereal boxes now. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, not Fruity Pebbles. A Fruity Puff. Oh, the crazy bird, that one.
Cocoa Puffs.
They're putting them in the General Mills ones now, and I'm like, guess I gotta go buy a crap ton of cereal now to get some Pokemon cards. Like,
I don't want to eat sweet cereal anymore. Now we have to get it just
like buy it and donate it to the food bank. Like,
I just don't want.
No, I'll just eat it and get sick.
No, I'm tired of collecting cards again. Like, I actually got I have it in my notes. I collected cards on and off the entire time Pokemon's ever been out. I collected them as a kid. I collected them a bit later on when I was a bit older. Then I started collecting them again, like, a couple more times. But more recently, in like 2018 or so, I was buying like when the Lola sets were coming out. I remember I bought a ton of new sets, I think I bought a booster box for the first time in my life. Like, cause I went out and I bought the whole box. Cause that's depending what like the true collectors do. You know, they buy the whole box and they open it like all 40 packs or whatever. I forget how many packs came in there.
Oh my god.
But
I
yeah,
remember like watching those as a kid because like I used to get not really an allowance. It was like $10 every 2 weeks, and like spending them on like 1 or 2 packs, and then seeing the kids at like tournaments. Like I'm like, okay, it's fine. Oh my gosh.
no, but then like I remember when I was not quite like, gosh, I can't remember when, but about 2004-ish, I bought a bunch of my friends' collections. I remember like a lot of my friends were selling the Pokemon cards, and I was like, I'll buy all your sets. And I remember I still have, to this day, I still have like shoe boxes full of Pokemon cards that I should go through and see if I have like 18 Charizards like sitting in there or some shit like that, or the what they call
Speaking of Charizards.
what Charizard is that?
It's the full art.
Yeah, no, like
Mega Charizard
like
X,
this was from the Shining set, like the original Shining set that came out like 2 years ago. And then this is the most recent one.
I feel like you showed off when you got that one, right? I feel like you showed, because I remember seeing one of those.
This one's at least $500, and then this one is also at least $500.
Oh, I'm gonna rob you. That's happening, by the way.
No!
So you're getting robbed.
Rob people.
Yeah, I rob people now. We live in hard times. Gotta rob each other.
Yeah, I know we live in hard times, but no, don't do this to me. I'm poor.
It's funny.
I have a lot of like the competitive like fad cards, like so like the Mega Charizard X. Well, Mega Charizard X wasn't actually that competitive. Everyone wanted the Mega Charizard Y, but that's kind of how it always has been. And then, God, what was that card that I had? Oh boy, I cannot remember. It was one that there was a lot of people that were hyping over it. Oh gosh, I can't think of what that card was. Well, I guess I'm not gonna remember now. But
I know the feeling.
Oh god, competitive play is an interesting place. Like, cause I played from like everything from the local level to like the nationals, and so it's split up by age. So I remember when I moved from like essentially high schoolers to like actual adults, like the vibes are so different.
My god!
But it's always fun watching the kids who are like the junior division, which is like everyone under 10, because it's like based off your birthday. They were so excited. Like, just watching it, cards flying all over the table, like acting out the attacks. I was like, damn, I want to play with them.
I'm gonna play with them. Screw the age brackets.
Yeah, like because like everyone in the senior division was like serious, like life or death, like ratio.
Yeah.
I'm going 4-0 right now, like. But in the adult division, then everyone didn't really care anymore. They're like, I'm just here because my kids are here. Like, it was literally like, oh my gosh, the age divisions were something special.
I went to NorCal to visit friends, like in San Jose one time, and I remember like I used to take a bus to NorCal all the fucking time. I used to do that like every weekend just for the fuck of it all. It felt like for like a year. But anyways, I went up there, but like I had like an hour. I think somebody was gonna get me, but I had like an hour or two to kill before like they picked me up. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the convention center, which by the way, Q, you would know, it's like the San Jose Convention Center where Anime is. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the convention center.
Well, I wouldn't know because I didn't get to go.
Oh, but you didn't go. Never mind. Well, I guess Nyaru knows, but like if she's still dealing. Mm-hmm. I think she's dealing with a dog. Oh, wait, there you are. It's where.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
So, anyways, I was like, I'm gonna go kill time in there.
I was asking, what Pokemon game did you guys first play? And Nyaru said Yellow.
Okay.
Mine was Platinum. I chose Turtwig. Still my favorite Pokemon, like starter ever. Just, I love Turtwig so much. Makes me so happy. A little tree.
You know,
he's so slow.
Oh my god!
I believe mine was Yellow. I can't quite remember because I have very bad memory loss when it comes to my childhood. So.
Oh, wait a second. Actually, if we're not talking about mainstream games, my first was actually Red Rescue Team. The Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team on Game Boy. That was actually my first game. Because
this was one of my first games. Pokemon Puzzle League.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's like the Tetris Attack. Oh my god. I have that game too.
Yeah. But yeah, like, obviously I didn't have green growing up. I got this literally last year at Katsucon. This one was given to me by old GameStop employer. This one, I can't remember. I think I bought it. This one I had to rebuy because my initial one was stolen.
No, speaking of that...
At that Boys and Girls Club.
I let a friend of mine borrow Pokemon Red, which is the one was my first Pokemon game, by the way. I let a friend of mine borrow it, and I guess he said, I don't know why I let him borrow it. You fucking have to save over your game. Rip my original game. But TLDR, he never gave it back. Eventually, I kept like guilt tripping him enough that he gave me back Pokemon Blue. I'm like, who'd you steal this one from to give this one back to me? Because he gave me back the wrong game. So TLDR, the Pokemon Blue I own, and I still own the exact same game. It's still somewhere floating in my room. It's like, what is that game? It's like that game was like somebody like, you know, stole it from someone else, gave it back to me. I still had it since I was a kid. So it's like, you know, I was in fucking like 6th grade, 5th grade, whatever grade I was in when I was playing Pokemon. But yeah. R.I.P.
What starter did you choose, Manuel? What starter did you choose?
Definitely, I picked Squirtle. No, wait, no, sorry. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was the first one.
Bulbasaur?
And, you're a Bulbasaur.
Yeah, and I think that was because, like I was playing using a strategy guide because I was like fucking a stupid kid, and kids they're like, don't pick Charmander because you're gonna have a hard time with the first 2 gyms. So I didn't pick Charmander, even though even though I've always it's not even like because I like fire Pokemon. They always look the coolest to me. I've always been a fire starter person. Always fire starter person. Don't quote me on that. I've always been a fire Pokemon starter. I'm an arsonist, guys.
Yeah, no, Charmander was like bad in the beginning of original Green, Red, and Blue, but like in Fire Red and Leaf Green, he learned Metal Claw, so like it was kind of, I think it was at level 10 that he learned it, and then it was easy.
Yeah, it was either 10 or 17. Gotta hit my Bulbapedia.
No, 17 I believe is when he evolves.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, 17.
Speaking of that,
level 10.
I've always hated, and it's funny because I love the new memes where it's like Digimon, where it's like, I love Digimon because they can be a badass whatever, and they can still be a cute little thing afterwards, or you know, whatever the hell the meme is. Because it always bothered me that I always felt that the Pokemon looked the cutest when they're like, especially the starters, when they're like the first level of it, but like they're only that for like an hour. I feel, you know.
Yeah.
True, in your real game.
Yeah, like they're barely that.
Be that evolution every time. Slam that B button.
Right?
And then the middle one's always crappy, and then the middle one for a while. It's like, I don't want to fucking be like Charmeleon.
I forgot which Pokemon it was that I was so disappointed in its final. Oh, it was Chespin.
Which one?
Oh, Chespin is just... His evolutions are just a disappointment.
Wait, which one's Chespin?
Disgusting. It looks like a cute little, like, gopher? Is that the right animal I'm thinking of? I just was so upset by Chespin.
Hold on. Let me get the right...
It was in, oh god.
There we go. Oh, oops. There you go. He's the middle guy.
Oh!
That's...
I should have just chose Fennekin.
Well, Fennekin's the best one there too.
Fennekin because it's a box.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Chespin, giving me kind of like a mix of Oshawott and Turtwig vibes. Like, let's go. I didn't even think about I didn't look at 80 Evolutions. I'm going into this game cold. I made a mistake. I will reset my game because Chestnut was a mistake. I just hate that Pokemon so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, that final evolution's just a mistake. And then Quilladon, which is the middle evolution, is like
literally
sad.
I don't remember what any of Fennekin's evolutions are called, but it becomes like that Fire Witch when it's like all the way, like, you know.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Fire Dancer.
It's Braixen and then Delphox.
Yeah, and it's all like Fire Dancer.
Braixen's the better looking one.
I've never.
It's actually like one of
so cute.
It's one of the decent looking middle evolution.
Yeah, it's actually like a really good middle. Like usually there's a like the middle evolution kind of like syndrome, but that one's pretty good.
Do you ever give
Yeah.
Do you ever give your Pokemon names?
Also a good looking,
Do you ever give your Pokemon names that make sense to like that make sense to an evolution, and then when they evolve, the names don't make sense anymore? Like
Yes.
like I remember calling my Zigzagoon, I always call my Zigzagoon Ziggy. And then, like, when it becomes a Linoon or whatever, like, you know, the next line, whatever, yeah, when it becomes that, Ziggy makes no sense anymore. It's like, yeah, I named it when it was.
Run in a straight line.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, Zigzagoon can only run in zigzags. Linoon, only a line.
Only straight ahead,
Legit.
no turn.
Yeah.
I know.
Like logistically, how? Like,
I like seeing that in the overworld, like in the wilds, in Sword and Shield. Like Zigzagoon just and then Linoon just.
No, the fucking
right angle.
speaking of the wild area, like I don't know if you played, like I can't remember the name of it anymore. There's like that panthery looking one. That thing would jump scare me in the fucking wild area. Like, yeah, it would, because it would. First of all, it kind of appear from distance, and that thing would run, and I'm like, ah, shit. Just take.
Yeah, Liepard runs. Yeah.
And I think it catches. I think it'll pretty much always catch you if you're on foot anyway. So it's like you better hope that you're on the bike and you have like a head start or some shit. Because I think that thing's like it's gonna catch you.
I know exactly where it spawns.
Oh yeah, I was saying, I know where it spawns too, and like I grew to learn that because that fucker jump scared me so many times. I'm like, yeah, I knew where to avoid. Like I'm not, if I cross between these two bridges, I'm staying in a straight line, getting the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Pokemon World is high-key dangerous, guys. Like we all want to go on Pokemon adventures, but like.
Yeah,
I would honestly probably break my leg within the first 10 minutes, like jumping off a ledge, trying to get back to Pallet Town.
Parkour!
Parkour, you know, like...
No, there's another one of those college humor videos or whatever. It's not college humor. I forget whoever the fuck does it, but it's another one of those videos where it's all like the kid. If Pokemon was more real, the kid walks into the wild grass, and all these like Rattata start popping up. It's all like, like why aren't you wild animals lining up so they can fight you individually? It's like and it gets eaten.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't know. Or speaking of which, you've only been to like the nationals or like the whatevers through the card game, right?
The card game and video game stuff is held at the same place.
Oh, they are.
So, like the tournaments go on either sometimes if the venue is big enough, they'd go on at the same time, or sometimes they would have like breaks in between. So on the Pokemon like lunch break for the card tournaments, they do some more video game tournament stuff. And then at the very end, the finals were so intense. They put you up on a stage, and like an elevated stage. You have to wear like noise canceling headphones, and then they have like big screens like projecting like your cards so that like everyone can see from the bottom. And they have like chairs where you can see. It's like the most
my anxiety right now.
I know. I'm already like no.
And I'm like,
I'm so glad I never had that.
It's like people would be cheering or screaming and like because they'd be like, oh my god, like because they could see both hands, so they're like, and like, oh my gosh, it's so hype. Like even if you don't play, like you kind of can just go and loiter and just like be like, damn.
No, I didn't finish my story. Actually, I think that's when I dropped out of the call. I didn't finish my story earlier, but when I went to the San Jose Convention Center, that was going on, and I basically loitered the whole time, just like mingling amongst the people who are doing like the regional shit or whatever. And I was confused. It's actually funny you mentioned that because now it makes sense. I think that was what was going on there because it was a big enough venue. Because I was like, there's some people playing, and I think they were getting ready to play the game. But I definitely mainly just saw the card games going on. But I think people were there specifically to. I mean, there were people there who were definitely there to also just play the video game part, which always blows my mind. Like Tipu is a competitive like Pokemon player, or at least he was. I don't know if he still is to this second, but he was for years. But the video game, and like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, the video game is cheaper but more time consuming, and the card game is more expensive but less time consuming.
Have you ever seen Pokemon Rusty? It's a YouTube series, Pokemon Rusty.
No, probably not though.
Well, it basically is this thing that spoofs Pokemon, and it uses the graphics. It's like an animated show. He catches a Bidoof, and the Bidoof becomes really powerful, like destroys the world. But there's this part where he meets an Eevee trainer.
I may have seen that.
Yeah, there's a part where he meets an Eevee trainer, and he's all like Pokemon's not about raising animal, but whatever. It's about math. And like, there's an Eevee trainer song, like Eevee trainer, you're sucking the fun out. Eevee trainer, like you're too old for this. Eevee trainer. It's a great song, but whenever I think about Pokemon gameplay, I think of the Eevee trainer song, because they're not just there to play like I raised this Pikachu from from all the way from like red, and I brought it all the way forward. Now you're gonna fight the Pikachu. They're like, no, I caught 50 Magikarps till I found the one with the right EV and nature and whatever the fuck, and then and then I trained it to.
I don't catch them. I breed them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No. Speaking of which, like every so often, like I remember like T-Boo would be like, do you want I forgot which starter he was trying to get rid of for like Sword or Shield. Like, do you want one of them? Like, sure, I'll have one. He's like, do you care? And he showed me his boxes.
EVs?
He had like 5 boxes of them, of whatever one it was, because he had been breeding them over and over and over again till he got the one. And he would just set them all free.
Yeah.
You just destroy the ecosystem. Yep. Like, imagine the real world. You just like.
I mean, that's what I do. And that's also what I do for shiny hunting.
Oh, it reminds me of that meme where it's all like, that little kid was all, there's like some kid is like, when I remember reading the Pokedex, it said that the Latias, or not Latias, was Latias? No, Latias is the legendary. What's the swimming one? Lapras, there you go. It's like, I remember reading, some little kid was like I read that Lapras were almost near extinction, so he would like breed them and then set them free, like thinking that was repopulating them.
That's the most pure thing ever.
I know.
That's not how it works.
Oh my god.
I did like later on in the games, like in terms of breeding, because I never was like an IV, EV, nature hunter type, whatever. Like, I just pretty much would breed like starters, EVs, like stuff like that, and put them in Wonder Trade just for like some kids to just.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just like, surprise, donate to the Wonder Trade. Like,
I like doing Wonder Trade just to get rid of my junk Pokemon.
Well, I do that. I think everyone does that.
But you throw a legendary to Wonder Trade on accident, and you're like, that's fine.
I've never done that. People send me shiny legendaries, and I'm like, sweet!
Oh my gosh. I've gotten a hacked Pokemon in Wonder Trade. Like,
I've gotten because I think it's harder to do it now because on the Switch.
Yeah.
But back in the older 3DS days, I used to get hacked Pokemon all the time. It's like, okay,
Arceus, shiny Arceus.
Yeah, it's like, okay, or I don't know if you ever did this. I used to do this. I used to.
Arceus is shiny locked.
Is it?
Yeah, it's shiny locked.
In what generation was that?
Diamond, Pearl, Platinum.
Yeah, well, Diamond and Pearl Platinum. Maybe it wasn't an Arceus that I got? No, it wasn't a shiny Arceus. It was something else that I got, but it was like some weird shiny legendary.
Wait! Arceus comes from those games from Gen 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's essentially, I mean, the legendaries are all like the start of the. Yeah, it's God. It's all the start of the world Pokemon.
Wait,
God
so
made the Pokemon of space and the Pokemon of time.
So
it's 1,000 arms and unknowns.
I know I'm missing. I know I'm probably missing the whole point of why they were announced together. So wait, so it's like Legend Arceus and the remakes kind of taking place in the same world. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Legends Arceus takes place in Sinnoh.
I mean, like I kind of knew that, but I know the setup to it, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm not gonna lie, the whole Sinnoh thing has been throwing me off this whole podcast. You couldn't notice. Like, Sinnoh? Who's Sinnoh? What's Sinnoh? Sinnoh Min? But no,
Said Snowman.
No, it's been throwing me off. I did not. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Arceus is the one with the. Arceus is like the one that has the pointy legs, right?
Yeah, and he's got a ring around his body, and he's like, pose.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm like, oh shit. Isn't he like the real god one, or like they're all the real god ones? But
well, no. He's the creator.
Yeah, he's the. I would say he's the main one. Yeah.
If you watch the Arceus movie, he is very much god. Like Sinnoh movies were all very interesting to me.
They were,
they're still kind of
honestly, I think they were the best of the whole franchise.
Yeah.
Sinnoh movies? Let's see.
Because
like Lucario, the Lucario.
Oh, there we go.
God, yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, I've actually seen the Lucario movie. What was that one called?
Lucario
the Mystery of Mew.
I think it was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it was on YouTube for a period of time.
I've seen.
That was a Celebi movie.
Lucario and the Mystery of Mew.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That one in the.
And
They
then
were
it
showing-
has the mastermind.
They were showing that somewhere, like at a local theater thing in my area, and I remember watching it with a friend of mine because the Mew connection. I had no idea what the fuck Sinnoh man. I don't know what that is. I'm going to see because of Mew, but
I'm gonna beat you up, Manny.
Yeah.
I am.
So guys, question: if you could be a Pokemon gym leader, which type would you master in? Come on, guys. Classic question.
Definitely, and I think there's only been a couple of these. I guess if mixed ones count, I would definitely be a fire psychic trainer, and I would raise only like the fucking one. What's his name? He's one of the little psychic babies, but he's like the fire psychic baby. What's his name? Shit, I wasn't prepared for this. There's only one fire psychic one, I think. It's a little. Is that Victini? Is Victini fire psychic?
Victini's not a baby Pokemon though. It's a mist.
Yeah.
Well, all the mystics are they're psychic babies. It's like they're all. That's what that's what the meme is. They're like psychic babies. That's what all the mystics are. Because they're always little babies, but they're usually psychic something.
It's
yeah,
mythical, not mystic.
Mystical.
Sinnoh man. I'm sorry. I'm not a true Pokemon master. I'm not a Pika-Pal. By the way, that was always my favorite line from the show. If you remember that, because I remember watching the Pokemon anime, like the show for the very first time, and when they get to Cerulean, the Cerulean gym, and Misty's fighting, and Pikachu won't fight because it's Misty. And then Misty's all like, every hour I'd be like, thank you, Pikachu, you're a Pika-Pal. And that was, so yeah.
Oh, quick thing about the Pokemon anime, just real quick.
Yeah.
So friggin' 1998 on September 8th, the first episode in North America aired, and that was my 4th birthday.
Oh.
And that's when I started my Pokemon adventure.
I wanna be
And then
the
like a month or so later, the games actually came out.
Oh, I didn't know the show came first.
Yeah, the show came first in North America.
Oh man, I'm dying. When I was
if I was a gym leader, I would
gym
be
leader.
a dark type.
A dark type, you said?
Yeah.
What would you be, Nyaru?
Signature Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, signature Pokemon for Q, because I'm already gonna be a Victini, because the only fire psychic I have. Umbreon?
I don't know what I would be. Probably a Piplup.
A Piplup? So you'd be a water?
So you could be a
water trainer?
Gym leader?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like half asleep.
Oh, you were streaming before this. You remember the old days when we used to do 2 UPZs back to back? That's not even a joke.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about that.
There were old days. I don't think this was even pre-Jasmine. There were old A to J days when the UPZ first started, where we would record an episode and then we'd do one live, and it'd be like it'd be back to back, literally. It'd be 4 hours pure like recording, and we had to like turn it on both times. And always it happened. By the time we got to the live one, we'd already be done. We'd waste our energy. It's like, yeah, hi guys. But anyways, so what would your typing in Gym be? You're typing in Pokemon. That's what I say. You know what I say? You, Jasmine. Sorry.
Probably yeah.
Trying to think. I think I would still be like water type still, even though I can't swim.
You can't swim.
That would be my charm point. Is that I'm the water type gym leader who can't swim.
Like fucking a Starmie or like a Lapras have to save your ass every other day.
Yeah, exactly. All my Pokemon save my ass all the time.
And she's like, yeah, it is what it is.
I'm doing my best. Oh my
gosh. If I was a gym leader, I'd probably have electric type Pokemon.
Oh shit.
And my Pokemon would probably be either Luxray or Jolteon in terms of my
fire.
Really like Luxray. And
Luxray's cool.
I now know Q's birthday. Yes, Q's birthday. You actually know the year too. Anyways, well, I mean that's exactly unpublic knowledge. But fun fact: I think I would normally be more of an Eevee trainer, and I've always used to love Eevees. But like pretty much almost from the get go, because there is no multi-type Eevee. They suck. They really suck past a certain point. They're so like they look cool. You can even get them really powerful, teach them really good moves, but they really stop the usefulness stops pretty early on, and they're not that good of a team just because they're solo typings, all of them. I keep hoping that when they come up with a new series, like now like Flareon he's fire rock. I don't know. Or like
it would kind of kill the point of the Eevee though, because like the way
I know
like in
can't they all be fire normal?
Environment.
They could all be normal and they're typing then.
That would be so weird.
I mean that doesn't change it much. Like a normal fire, a normal psychic doesn't do much, but still
normal fairy type.
Yeah, it's just a normal fairy.
That would make typing's a little bit more difficult, because if they're a normal type, there'd be like a decent number of them that would be more weak to fighting then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is true.
Fighting, such as Umbreon, or have like really weird resistances. I think.
Yeah, to ghost type.
Yeah.
Well, there you can have a really good psychic, or psychic are they weak to ghosts?
We have a psychic type.
That's what I'm saying. But if it was a psychic normal,
Why do you want to do that?
I don't know. It's just an idea. It always bothers me because I love the Eeveelutions. I always give them their own box. I always keep like several Eevees. And it's always a huge chore to get them all because I forget
Glaceon and Leafeon.
Yeah.
Glaceon is I think the most pain in the butt to get depending on the game.
Like
my god.
But like I forgot it's in Nova games where you gotta go at like post game into a cave where I think find Kira.
Get to the icy rock.
Yes, you get to the icy rock, they call it.
There's and then like I think there's still if I'm not mistaken, some of them still it's like even if you meet all the conditions, it's still a chance. So every so often, I want to say Sylveon's kind of like the defaulty one. Like, it'll keep evolving to Sylveon's, and I'm like, stop! No. I want to fucking whatever.
Umbreon.
Yeah, it's like, stop being.
It's different levels. There's like different mechanics.
But there's one I know, but like Umbreon's the night one, I think. But like there are time and then and the Espeon's the day one. But the fairy one, Faireon, Sylveon could be either. Sylveon is just based on like the way they like you or whatever. So basically,
it's Pokemon and me.
I used to always get Sylveons half the time when I'm trying to get an Umbreon or an Espeon. I'm like, you son of a, about to commit some Pokemon abuse.
Type of affection mechanic.
But still, I'm like, I don't
think so. But yeah, when they first did introduce Sylveon, like it did get kind of weird because you're like, oh, this is how I can raise the affection to get Umbreon Espeon, and then you're like, oh wait, no, never mind, I messed.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, exactly, and it wasn't like that. So.
I don't know. I'm upset now. By the way, most of the time I can't remember the Eeveelutions names, so I usually call them like I've definitely called Sylveon Faireon many a times. I've called them like I can't remember all the Fireon, Waterion, like the water Eevees. My favorite one,
Flareon, Vaporeon.
Vaporeon. That's the one I can't remember his name. I'm like, what the fuck's the water one called? The Vaporeon is like maxed out in stats. That shit's fucking powerful, even like the original game. Speaking of the original game, you know what? I played it recently because when they released it on the 3DS, and you could it was compatible with Pokemon Bank. Yeah, you could buy digital, but it's compatible with Pokemon Bank.
You could buy it in the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that for silver and them.
So I was playing that again, this is obviously about 2-3 years ago at this point, but I was playing it again, and I forgot how OP fucking what's his name? Alakazam is. He's fucking OP.
Oh yeah.
He's OP. It's like that's just it. Like,
broken.
yeah, exactly. He breaks the game.
How harder it was. But the first games are also much harder than the recent games. Like when I was playing, I think it was like X and Y. I was like, "Why is this game so?" Like I remember grinding, like having to. But now, I mean, experience
share.
Standard.
Yeah, it's like there you go.
Share. Like I remember actually finding a real experience like back in the day, and it didn't really do much because it was like 7 experience to everyone.
Oh yeah,
like just literally divided it up. You're like, yeah, never mind. This is actually a terrible idea. But
and like TMs are only usable once, and it's like
yeah,
shit like that.
So
it's
stressful.
You know the memes about not knowing where to put your favorite stickers? That's the way I felt using my TMs. I'm like, I can't choose who to give it to forever. It's like, no.
Dude, me too.
Yeah, it's
like,
that's really just sit.
I would just collect the TMs at that point. Like just
no, because in the original game you had limited item space. You couldn't keep everything. Like even if you put, you would have to eventually use it because like
you just have to start throwing it on the ground.
Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, it's like anxiety there. Like no, I don't want to. I don't know who to give flamethrower. Leave me alone.
Start having Pokemon hold TMs.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Exactly. It's like here, hold on to this. Don't use it though. Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe I'll play maybe I'll play DP. Maybe I'll play Diamond and Pearl again. I think I'm 99% sure that all those games were. Well, I forgot which one I already had. It's right here. These games were definitely used. I've already rated them for Pokemon, but it's Pearl I have. But Pearl and Platinum, it's like I always feel weird saving over someone else's saves, even though I've already rated it. Like whatever fun archaeological finds I had in there are gone. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite Pokemon game?
Oh, well, I'll go first. It's already this is It probably would have to be Gold Silver, the originals though. I love the game, which is kind of why I wanted to play the remakes, but those are the most nostalgic for me, even more so than the original too. Also, I'm cheating a little. It would definitely be the whole Sun Moon series, even though that's so new, but those were the first ones I beat. Like, actually, I think those are the first ones I've ever beat, except for the first one. Because I didn't even beat Sun and Moon. I didn't even beat Gold and Silver, the Johto stuff. I didn't even do the post game. But Sun and Moon, I beat everything. Like the first ones ever. Like since Red and Blue. What's your favorite game, Jasmine?
Well, even though Platinum's like my OG, love it.
Which one?
I'm a sucker for Platinum.
Oh.
Platinum's my original, but I'm a sucker for the Black and White storyline because it was. I mean, everyone has their own opinion, but like I liked N and the whole thing was just so good, and you could walk in a diagonal for the first time.
Oh my god!
Right? Yeah.
That was like revolutionary at the time. But yeah, I really liked Black and White. Like, it introduced a lot of fun stuff. Like the whole 3D landscapes were kind of messy sometimes, but like, I don't know. I think the lore was good. The story was good. Even though Team Plasma looked absolutely ridiculous the first time around, when I saw that they were knights, I was like, what the hell?
That game is really hard. I'll say that because I was playing it. Yeah. I mentioned earlier that I had to play that one again up to a point because that you needed Black and White to trade your Pokemon forward. like there were certain games that they can go forward to a point. Yeah, but Black and White was like the DS point where they had to like to move them to 3DS. They had to stop at Black and White. Like you couldn't leave them at Soul Silver, Heart Gold.
At Black 2, White 2.
Yeah, so I remember. I played them to get to a certain point to get to like unlock whatever the fuck that thing was. To start trading.
Oh, so you could trade it, yeah.
Yeah, and
I missed the Dream World. It was cute.
But Black and White are hard.
Gosh.
I don't know if I'm just like I like my Pokemon games easy, but I remember like I actually had to train.
Black and White were grindy.
Yeah,
grindy.
That's
There's a lot going on.
Because I remember like I'm like, oh, I better level up my Pokemon. I haven't done this in like ages. I don't know. Nyaru, what's your favorite Pokemon game?
It's a tie between the Diamond and Pearl series and Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, I liked Ruby and Sapphire. I like the storyline, even though everyone makes fun of that one the most because everything's water. Yeah, everyone makes fun of that one like crazy. But I love that storyline nonetheless.
I love that
7.8, too much water.
But like everything felt like that game was all water anyway. It's like I can't remember what
God.
Like they're already winning. They're already winning. Stop.
That is true. And also, I think one of my friends was like, did anyone really think about like the logistics of like what were they gonna do if they had succeeded? Like what was next? Like Team Rocket, okay, they've got like Mafia energy, okay, so they've got their thing. Team Galactic, I mean, they were just gonna make a new world, however that was supposed to work, but they had like an end goal. But like, if you had got more land per se, were you just gonna expand the land, and now I owned all this land.
I know.
Like, or for the water, are we just gonna Atlantis it? Like,
I was like.
Like the villains weren't that good at being villains.
But it was entertaining nonetheless. You're like, you know what? Okay, you guys have valid ideas. Like, go for it. I guess.
Yeah.
Like, they're just destined to destroy each other at that point.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
What's your favorite one, Q?
I keep like thinking about it. Like the most nostalgic ones are like Gold and Silver because I played them to death.
Yeah.
And I had to get new batteries in them.
Rip.
But those are the ones that are most nostalgic. But I think that I liked it was probably the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum more, just because there was a lot of lore.
Yeah.
And Cynthia, she's hot.
Wait, who's Cynthia?
She's
the Elite Four. Like, she's champion.
Hold on, I need to look this up.
Until you beat her.
Cinnamon. Champion of Cinnamon.
Oh, Cinnamon.
Yep, she's a champion.
Yeah, she's actually like one of the hardest.
She is, because her Garchomp.
And like her team is really well balanced. Like that's.
I know, for the first time.
Like, for Spiritomb first, just no weaknesses, before fairies. So just like no weaknesses.
That gen, yeah.
And then, she is pretty hot. What the fuck?
Togekiss,
right?
Or a Spirit. Son of a...
Oh my gosh, that just destroys.
I mean, I had a Jolteon, and I'm like, bro, this doesn't make any sense. But freaking Aura Sphere was a fighting move, so like it was like outspeeding Togekiss at that point, and I was like, bruh.
It's
my God.
I'm looking up. Oh shit! I'm looking it up on Twitter. I'm on Google, and one of the things is like make your favorite characters bald, and it turned is bald. It's like, what is this?
I love One Punch Man, Cynthia.
But yeah, I was looking her up on Google, and that was one of the first. Yeah, she is hot. Look. Like, yeah. She looks so emo, like so goth emo trainer.
I think that's what she was going for.
Yeah, she was like I'm feeling it. She had like a Garchomp and a Spiritomb.
Oh my God! Wait, does she really have these big anime titties?
No, not that big. That's edited.
And like she has like big anime titties in this one. They're not that big. Oh no, then I was getting excited there. Like, wait, shit! Oh, this is probably just normal her, not with the giant anime titties. I just focus on her.
there
See, I see her bald. I see her with huge anime titties. I'm like, yeah, none. Google's a wild place.
Best champion. Her battle music was also really good. Second to Red's theme. I really like Red's theme. It's just very ominous and it's really good.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
We,
Red
So
Pokemon theme.
oh my god. So,
In battle theme.
oh, we should probably wrap this up because it's getting near time. Even though I have to edit down the part where like it died for me. I don't know what that was. I still don't know what that was. Like my computer froze. Like
You like spasmed out.
Like the computer itself froze. It wasn't like an internet thing. Like the computer froze. I'm kind of scared there's a hard drive issue on my computer now, because that's usually what that means. Like when it freezes like that, which is really sad. If that because like it's either the computer's dying, you have to fix the hard drive, which is a huge hassle. I was into the poker rap, but I realized earlier when I was trying to do it, I'm like, it's been so long since I've done it. I used to know it by heart. It's like Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Sea King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree! God, I just... And I remember...
Wait, let's just do the normal, like, original Pokemon song.
It's funny because there'll be because there's a real delay no matter what you're doing on Discord, so we'll all be singing mildly off.
Oh,
I wanna be. It's actually hilarious. I had this not my girlfriend. I ended up playing Heart Gold Soul Silver with. This is like when I was really young. I had this girl I liked, and she was like gonna be my girlfriend. She wasn't quite yet, and I remember like I made up this song where I mixed. I won't say her name, but I mixed her name blank Mon, and I sang the Pokemon theme song to her, like making with amongst a bunch of like friends of ours. And she had never heard of Pokemon, so she thought I was making up a song about her. She thought it was so funny, and I never told her I didn't. I stole that song. So as far as I know, until we broke up, she thought I made up the Pokemon theme song. Like I wrote the Pokemon. Yes, I want to be the very best. Like I'm like I don't know why I made up the song.
It was on my bucket.
I want to be the very best.
Like no one ever was. To train them is my cause.
My cause.
I will travel across the land.
Like, just like you going slower than when I started is throwing me off now.
Well, the whole thing is like, why would I make the song about this girl that had all this shit about catching other ones? And then out of nowhere, I'm like, something Mon, and it was her name, and then that. And then
Yeah,
be like,
that's so true.
yeah, exactly.
When that,
You need me and I need you.
Like,
Pokemon! Gotta catch them! Gotta catch them!
Huh?
Pokemon!
it's so funny because anytime that you teach me, I teach you. Like anytime someone inevitably did it at con karaoke, like you just find some random guy. Like it's gotta be someone you don't know, and you're just like
my favorite part is that it wasn't until years later that I'm pretty sure any of us knew this, but when you watch the Japanese opening, there's a line about up that girl's skirt, up her skirt.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And that's still in the US version, like the animation, and it's just like now I can never unsee that. Well, yeah, Pikachu just runs up her skirt, and it's like and she's. So Pikachu's a little perv. That's all I gotta say. Pikachu up her skirt, but I don't know.
So funny. When I was a kid, it used to be on my bucket list to like sing the Pokemon opening with the original guy. Like for some reason, I'm like, we gotta be in the booth, like first take type of like for some reason when I was like 10, I was like, this is on my bucket list. This needs to happen. I need to find this guy and I need to collab. The dreams.
It's funny because he's kind of gone back into like whatever he was doing before. Like, I don't want to say obscurity because the guy's cool, but he kind of went back to whatever he was doing before. But remember, for like years there, he was like riding off the new Pokemon success. Where he was performing at every con. It felt like he was like every con's guest for like 2 years. It was like what the fuck, like for a good while there. And there was this podcast that I was actually on way back, and it was anime something. I forgot what the fuck it was called. I was on some other podcast, and I remember the week before he was on it, and I'm like, why can't I be on the one that he was on? It's like, what the fuck? It was like Anime Weekly or some shit like that. But yeah, I remember I was like, I want to be on the one that he was on, so we could just sing Pokemon together. What the fuck? But yeah. And I think he performed at HentaiCon because like everyone was at HentaiCon. The 1 year HentaiCon happened. This is a really just to hammer home the point that he was literally going to every con for about 2-3 years there. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, before we go,
yeah.
Who's y'all's favorite Pokemans?
Wait, Pokemon in general?
Jirachi.
Yeah. Just
Jirachi?
Favorite.
Yeah, mine is Jirachi.
Oh shit! I could have done. Go ahead.
I also like Piplup.
Piplup. Jirachi's the mythical. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like with the star head.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, people probably have corrected me. I never noticed it. Yeah, I've never I think I've always just said mystic. I mean, mystic. Wait, which is the correct one again?
Mythical.
Yeah, I've definitely always said mystic, and I think only people have corrected me a third of the time, if even that much.
Mystic.
Mystic Pokemon. Anyways, Jasmine, your fave.
Oh, that's really, really hard. Probably like hands down, if I had to throw away every Pokemon besides one, it probably would be Bibarel. The little beaver looking one. Just for no reason.
That's so random.
It really is.
That's the most random one.
Favorite.
It's just so obscure. I don't know why I'm just like so obsessed with like this dumb beaver looking thing, but I'm like, Bibarel is just like not even great, not competitive, nothing, just Bibarel. Just
why?
I don't know why. Like I don't know why. It's just
what's that bunny's name that has the hand ears? It's like that one that no one likes. Yeah, like no one likes that one either. It's like is that your other favorite?
It evolves, it becomes Diggersby.
Oh, no. But those are terrible.
That's what it evolves.
Or Delibird.
It's a Bidoof. Your favorite Pokemon's Bidoof. But anyway.
Eeveelution. Okay. Little buck teeth. I don't know why. Like even I will trade it to like level 100 every time.
That's so weird. What's yours, Q?
It's definitely A tier.
What's yours, Q?
Vulpix.
That's a good one. Wait, which one? Because Alola is Alola? Which is the ice Vulpix? Because there's ice Vulpix now.
It's the Alola.
Yeah.
Ice. But just like Vulpix in general, like, yeah. When it's an Alola Vulpix, I call it Senpai. When it's just a regular Vulpix, I just call it Vulpix, but I still sometimes call it Senpai.
You're gonna hate me for this. To this day, like even when I was a kid, up until still when I'm playing recent games, I always get Vulpix and Eevees confused half the time when I'm looking at them. It's a lot easier to tell apart now because they're like clearly 3D models. Oh, I should have shown you guys this funny thing. Yeah. When I used to look at Heroes, I used to not know what the fuck I was looking at, like the old like. Yeah, because like I used to think like it's hard to say, but like it's hard to show you without having the picture here. But I used to think its top part, like the wing, was its head, like it was like standing up. But no, its head's in the.
It's technically like that or something.
Yeah,
like
but I used to
right.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, I used to. And what Vulpix?
Hold on.
You can't find Vulpix. I have that too, by the way, the original Pokédex.
No, I just need it. There we go. And then there's Vulpix.
Well, I used to get them always confused because I'm a pointless noob. But my favorite Pokemon.
Don't worry.
My favorite Pokemon, without a doubt. Well, and it's funny because I made this joke earlier about not naming them. For their evolutions, like naming them something stupid, and then like when they evolve, it's like that name makes no sense anymore. I always, in every single game, have an Alakazam that I named Al, like AL, that I named Al, and I start him with that, knowing that he's gonna become an Alakazam. I don't call him like Abby when he's Abra, and then like when he becomes like Alakazam, I'm shocked.
Change it.
But yeah, there's always one of those, and then I always have I usually name a Cyndaquil. I can't remember what the fuck Cyndaquil's ultimate one's called. I always name a Cyndaquil after my then current or a favorite pet hamster, 'Cause I know it's not a hamster.
Oh, there we go.
It's close enough.
There's Firo.
See, wait, is that yeah, the thing's right. You see the top part, the wing? I've always thought that's its head. Like, I've always thought that was its head doing, like, with, like... The sprite makes no sense. And it was even harder when you see it, like, on a non-backlit Game Boy back in the day. You know, in this, like, blurry little thing. It's like, huh, yeah, I know what this is. I can make out that its head is in the middle. That makes no fucking sense. Anyways, I'll show everyone later. I'll draw it.
Actually knew what it was.
Anyways, that's that. I'm gonna we'll wrap it up. Yeah, that's pretty much a Cyndaquil. I already mentioned this. Evolved Cyndaquil that I named whatever, and then Alakazam. But
for a Pokemon that not everyone hates, I mean, I love Turtwig, so that's probably my next like solid, legit like Turtwig. Besides Bibarel, of course.
I can't. Turtwig. I don't know. I've only ever really liked the fire starters, like Turtwig. I can't remember what the fuck he evolves into.
Terra.
I want to cheat and say that my other favorites, like, you know, the soccer bunny from, like, you know, I can't remember what
Score Bunny.
Score Bunny. I'm like, what the fuck do you call the low bunny or whatever the fuck the full evolution is? Is it still?
Oh my gosh, no. The evolution is Cinderace.
Cinderace. I'm just making up. Well, actually, Lopunny is a Pokemon, isn't it? I'm not. But I'm
Lopunny. Veneri evolves into Lopunny.
Yeah, is Lopunny the furbait one? The one that everyone's all like, yeah, okay, yeah. It's like, I'm an anime waifu now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if I look up her, I'll find another big titty version of her. But anyways, that's that. Wrap it up. Thank you for watching through all the bullshit. Hopefully, there are plans to make Ultra Podcast Z better. So hopefully they all pan out, and we'll talk about what they are later. But yeah, hopefully if you experience tonight, hopefully this is one of the last ones. If it's not like as soon as next week, where it'll be at least watchable live. You know, it's still watchable live, but like pleasantly watchable live. It's still watchable, pleasantly watchable. Anyways, that's that. Upcoming stuff. I'll go first. All of our interviews that we've been talking about being up for Energy are all up. We interviewed Ami Sakaguchi. We've interviewed 7 billion dots. They both did Naruto, not Naruto. Well, Naruto Next Generations, Boruto endings, and Acme. So check all those out. Tomorrow, Warren, myself, and Snacks are playing Wild Arms on A2G Adventures.
Wild Arms Wednesday.
Yes, Friday we're off on FAP, so we're just going to be chilling that night. But Saturday's DTL again. And that's that. That's our schedule. And then Tuesday, we're coming back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday's theme's already chosen. I haven't written it out yet or gotten a guess. Actually, I've gotten a few guests, but I haven't pinned it all down. We're doing hopefully, I swear to God, it better be the final episode of the Quarantine Blues. I told everyone when we did the quote-unquote last one the last time during the summer that I'm going to wait until all the restrictions are lifted in California before we do another. And as chance would have it, almost to the day later, 1 year later, they're lifting up everything, whether it's good or bad. It's the last Quarantine Blues. And then hopefully we can strike those words from our vocabulary, for better or worse. We'll discuss it there. We all have views, but we'll discuss it there. Anyways, Nyaru, what's going on with your thingies? Your push for partner.
Tomorrow I'm playing Jackbox Games, so if you want to join and play Jackbox Games, that you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, today was a pretty good, good start off.
Did you do Asa Web this morning too?
Huh? Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, no wonder you're tired. That's like...
Yeah, I'm very tired. Tuesdays is my busy day.
Oops.
I would have done the stream yesterday, but I was also feeling really, really tired. But yeah, I think after this I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, other than
that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it's a very good plan, if anything. But yeah, I'm streaming all the way until Friday, I think, and I'm gonna be singing "Welcome to Black Parade" on Friday, the whole album. So if you want to come watch that, that's pretty fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So just help me out, support, lurk. I don't care what you do, as long as you give me emotional support, because I probably need that most right now.
Well, just do a stream where you break down crying. I'll get you all the viewers. I'm kidding.
I already did that.
Oh my god! I was joking,
no.
Tension. I was joking. No, I forgot.
No.
I'm good though. It was a long time ago.
Oh my god. No, I just.
Oh.
Anyways, oops. On that note, what's new with you, Jasmine? You under any of the 8 billion cons that are might or might not unfortunately be happening in your area? Well, you're in Colorado now, but like Anime Midwest and all the other Midwest ones are just going on like nothing.
I'm not gonna even go. The only time I go to the Midwest is go to the Quick Trip. That's it. No,
You don't want to
but,
go.
like,
You don't want to see Insane Clown Posse at Anime Midwest. We'll talk about that on Tuesday. But yeah, Insane Clown Posse is going to be at an anime convention. That's wild.
In terms of cons, the only one I always say, like I made this joke last year. The only con I think might happen will be Holiday Matsuri, which is in December and it's in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like that's the only one I think will happen. Although my friends are planning for ColossalCon East, which is supposed to happen in September.
Okay.
So maybe. But yeah. So other than that, I've been working on the Rapunzel dress. Probably gonna start working on Dawn at some point, just because.
Oh, you're doing Dawn too?
Gotta do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the feudal Dawn. I found a really cool batik fabric that's like a gradient, so I might play around and make something out of that. Other than that, it's just been midterms, staying alive, that kind of thing. Oh, and my parting words are: if you have not read the Pokemon manga, you need to.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you want to get mad at me before we actually Q, you go on. I'll get you guys mad at me exactly when we leave. Q. Go ahead.
My
finish your thing.
To Q, yes. That's pretty much all that's happening. Oh wait, and actually one more thing. I've recently started translating old emo songs, like early 2000s, "Sleeping with Sirens" by Kim, into Japanese, and it's the funniest thing that's happened yet. It's entertaining myself quite a bit.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you mean like translating to like, how do I say this? Like Japanese, like where it's still singable to the
It's
tune?
still singable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still singable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just finished Check Yes Juliet, and it's really cute, actually.
Huh.
But yeah.
Gonna talk about that later. Q, what's new with you, Q? Wait, when are you gonna start streaming again?
The plan is soon-ish. Probably maybe Monday.
You have an outfit. Just
When I
start
feel like
streaming.
it.
Let's go.
I've been up for like ever today. I don't know. Do you guys want me to play my gay game?
No,
Yes.
thank you. I talked about that on Friday briefly, but yeah, play some more. No, thank you.
I could technically stream like right after. I just need to figure out where my save file is, and then
There we go. Maybe you guys want to stick around in a bit, and then we'll update. Well, it'll be on. We have to stream that on another site.
That would be on a different site.
Because it's an 18+ site. But since you guys, anyways, that's all the updates. Tuesday we'll be back. Support us Patreon. Shout out to Ed Kenneth, Josh Wicker, and patrons. Patreon.com/TCG Connections. Anywhere you want to support us, whatever. Just like, comment, subscribe. Please support us though. But so I wanted to talk about the thing that's going to piss everyone off, like as I go. Is remember I told you I threw away a bunch of stuff and then I rescued this Pokemon handbook.
Oh god.
The other well, there was a lot more other shit in there I threw away too. But in the like literal like bin I filled with books were all my Pokemon mangas, all of the trash.
And that's it. We're gonna go kill Manuel after this. Good night,
Peace,
guys.
love, good night.
Good night.